Are you bored living a mediocre life? We were too, and we know how to change that. Each week, we'll leave our comfort zones to explore a new topic, then step onto our soapboxes, a safe space to sound off on our latest adventure. Come explore with us. All opinions are welcome. This is a mindset. This is a lifestyle. This is Siren Soapbox.
Hello, thank you for diving in with us, fellow explorers. Our mission is to inspire each other to explore outside our comfort zones. Exploration is for everyone, no matter your location or situation. But be warned, exploring beyond the confines of a comfort zone can lead to meaningful growth and lasting happiness. Ready to take the first step outside of your comfort zone? Dive into sirensoapbox.com, where you'll find links to our blog, Patreon, movie club. So many ways to explore. Pick one today and experience life outside your comfort zone. Speaking of picking something to explore, check out the show notes for details on all the future episodes that we are prepping for in today's show. We're diving into quite a few explorations that take a little bit more time than normal to accomplish, so we're going to get started. But if you pick something, any one of these activities, reach out to us on social media. Email us at sirensoapbox@gmail.com. Let us know what you're doing. Send us some photos. We want to see you exploring. We want to know what you discovered in your explorations because we learn from each other. And if you want to be featured on the recording or you want us to post your picture on social media, we can do that too. Let's dive in. But first, if at any time the conversation gets too intense, the safe word is
Mango.
Wow.
so ridiculous.
All right, so our first show idea is Eat to Explore. The founder, Rowena, does anybody know how to pronounce her name?
No, we're going to have to ask her next week.
All right. So Ro created Eat to Explore as an experiential way to teach her children world cultures and cooking skills. And the inspiration came during a vacation cooking class when she discovered that although her kids love to travel and taste different cuisines, they couldn't even chop an onion. So Rowena decided to take the things she treasures the most, family, food, travel, and education, and create an opportunity for all children to discover cuisines from around the world. Mealtime should be an experience. And at Eat to Explore, they not only help you create a fun and educational experience, but also they feel like it's their duty to provide adventures that will spark a lifetime of memories with those you love. So, Sirens, yes or no to eating to explore?
This is a yes.
I just love that
think we've
Elsie
all-
wants to eat to explore.
I know, me too.
A little
Because
bit
she's the
nerve-wracking.
pickiest eater of them all.
Mhm.
Yeah. I have
So
Spain,
we actually
so
talked
I
about
don't
this
think.
one.
Yeah.
We talked about this one months ago, and I think we picked countries at random because you can do that on the Eat to Explore website, right? Let you like spin a wheel.
Or I think we put
I think that's how we
countries
did it.
in a spinner wheel
Mhm.
and then we spun.
And then we all got a different country to explore. I have UK, I think.
Way out of comfort zone there. UK.
I know, right? What did you guys get?
I have Spain, so hopefully it's not too adventure-y.
I'm pretty sure I have France.
I had Israel.
Israel?
I have Singapore.
So this will be fun.
Were you going to make Singapore street noodles? Just like P.F. Chang's?
I think there's a chicken satay and something else. I don't remember what it was. I think there was some sort of seafood dish. So
I know that mine has chicken tikka masala and it has a shepherd's pie. And it has one other thing that I can't remember off the top of my head.
Looks like I got a chicken and vegetable something or other. So I'm gonna have to swap out the chicken for something else. And I don't eat vegetables, so I'll have the spice packet.
Why not chicken?
I haven't been able to eat chicken since last year.
Really?
Yeah, or alcohol. I turned 41 and my body's like, nope, you don't do that anymore. And I said, F you, body. That's no fun. There is a
Oh.
omelet thing that looks like I can eat, so that'll be good. We'll find stuff to substitute.
Yeah.
So you can eat liquid chicken, just not solid chicken.
Oh, no, I don't know. I haven't tried any chicken. Did anybody get any fun tools in theirs?
I did.
I don't know. I don't remember.
It's like a little grater thing.
I got a
What did you get, Sarah?
vegetable peeler.
Oh, that's fun. All right. Well, the Sirens, our deadline is Monday. So that'll be after this episode, the very next episode that you, our fellow explorers, will get to listen to. We'll release that on April 7th, and we'll have a link to the Eat to Explore website in the description of today's show notes in case you want to get your box before the show.
Awesome. Our next show idea, I just learned about this right before we went in to record, and it bumped something else that we're going to talk about later. But this is going to be really awesome, guys. April is Earth Month, and there is an eco challenge. So it's called Earth Month Eco Challenge 2023 Sustainable Development Goals. From ecochallenge.org, a digital platform that gamifies behavior change. Fun challenges encourage new habits. Small steps lead to big change. Together, we can build a more sustainable world. We are creating a Siren Soapbox group within this eco challenge, so everyone can join us. If you're listening, sign up anytime within the month of April. We suggest you do it right now. Pull over, go sign up. Don't do it while you're driving. The link is in our show notes, and the password is Explore 2023 I can't talk tonight. Exclamation point. And that is explore with a capital E. So Sirens, yes or no?
Yes.
Or
Yeah. I don't feel like I know a whole lot about it yet, but I'm excited to jump in and do something exciting like this. Something to help Mother Earth.
So a little bit more when I'm diving into this website, you sign up as yourself, and then you can join a team. And then if you're in a team, then you can choose to either assign points to yourself or to your team, I guess is how it works. And there are different actions that you can pledge to do in different categories. So we've got climate and ecosystem, economy and communities, health and equality, education and livelihood, basic needs and security. So it kind of sounds like there's a little something for everybody there. I like ecosystems, so I clicked on that, and some examples of things that you can do. I can say that I'm going to plant a tree, and it's a one-time action. You get 15 points for that. Another challenge is to watch a documentary about climate change or on nature. There's another one about driving less, choose sustainable seafood options. So there's all sorts of fun options for you to pick throughout the entire month of April and add points to our group. And if we get all of our listeners in on this could be a really fun challenge. And then in the dashboard, we can all talk to each other and encourage each other and have a lot of fun with it.
That's the part I feel like that makes me feel the most excited, because I love when we have challenges that encourage community like that, and we get to chat about them a lot.
Yeah, it'd be a lot of fun. And then I learned about this challenge through the Cincinnati Nature Center. So for our listeners that are not from the Cincinnati area, it's a beautiful park. We'll include a link. You can check that out and come visit us sometime.
and so when you go in there, you just click on you and then you create your own little account in that team, right? I think.
I'm confused about the question.
Well, because I'm just making sure, because it looks like I'm joining the team. See, I'm working on this already. Man, I'm already in.
Heck
Trying.
yeah.
I'm just making sure I'm doing it right. Because you create an account once you get in there. But it looks like I'm joining your team. We'll find out. More to come.
It
Let
was
me-
it was weird. I did the same thing, and at first it looked like I was joining your team, and then I had to verify my email address, and then it wants me to like sign up after
Probably
I
do.
already felt like I did that.
Oh,
But it's not accepting my location, even though it gave me the option. So
That's weird. I saw that it was all over the place, and I even saw Virgin Islands. I'm like, awesome. We should totally do this because TC can participate. I already knew Hawaii was going to be on there. And I wonder if because the team is based in Ohio.
it just says, please correct the error below. But I don't have an error below, so I don't really know what I'm doing wrong.
Weird.
Hmm.
Well, we'll
Yeah.
troubleshoot. We'll get you on there.
No. I mean, my location is in the drop down. I didn't type it in, so it's got to be correct. Maybe it didn't like my time zone. I'll try to change that.
Maybe it's just like, are you sure you know where you are?
yeah, it says you're joining Jack and Lauren Connolly's team, Siren Soapbox.
Mine said that too.
And now it's telling me to create an account. So that's what I'm
Yeah.
doing.
It is a little bit of work,
Yeah,
but it'll be
not
worth it
much.
for the environment.
I mean, everything you do these days, you have to create an account for.
That's true. And I'm super competitive, so we should get the most points out of everybody in the entire world.
So do we get to put points down for choosing sustainable seafood if we just don't eat seafood? Like I choose
mean,
a sustainable one by not choosing it at all.
there you go. I was at the Pike Place Fish Market this weekend and I sent home some fish for my parents and for Jack. And then the box came in and it said it's sustainable. So I should just go ahead and count that, right?
There you go.
Mhm.
See?
Point.
Boom.
I think that we can offer to our listeners also, anyone who participates, we will send you some stickers. If you
I-
are
Love that idea.
Merch. Merch.
Free stickers.
8,908 participants right now.
Wonder how many teams there are.
right, I am confirming my email. It did make me confirm my email.
There are
That is
805
confirmed.
teams.
Oof.
And it looks like number one has 225 points. Oh, guys, we could totally do this. Let's go.
All right. Hello, Mary.
I will sign up when I'm not on my phone
Okay, that's fine.
recording.
Oh no,
I don't.
there's another team that has almost 2,000 points.
Ooh, I'm now entering my a password, the team password. I got there.
What? Are you going to
Oh.
be on the team? Let's see it.
You have to get through that whole part where you put in your location and your time zone.
I can't get past that.
You put your time zone in too?
I wish that Jess was doing it so we could see if she can get past it.
Yeah, I have to do that too.
I should be there.
Let me refresh. Refresh. Oh, few teammates. Sarah.
Oh, I got the team password.
That was fun. That was like a little challenge all in its own.
VI is on there. Virgin Islands, comma, US state, VI. Maybe,
Can you use our PO box?
hold on, maybe it's,
Yeah, it was a few steps to get logged in, but now I'm here. My challenge starts April 1st, it says.
But some people already have like
Yeah.
2,000 points. We
I
have
know, how'd that
22.
happen?
I don't know. Oh, there's Myrrh. We got
Yeah.
28 points. Whoop, whoop.
You can get points for things like posting a profile picture, add a profile banner image, add a mission statement, select your first action, recruit participants, recruit teammates, donate $35 to ecochallenge.org. All right. So that's maybe people have like just huge teams where people are doing things like that.
I know there's a couple weekly listeners at least
Yeah.
that could very easily join us. I'll be very disappointed if I don't see Bill on there. Long time listener, first time caller.
You can put people's passwords in there. I mean, email addresses. And you get a point for every invited team member who joins.
I'm gonna
Nice.
have to start doing that. As soon as we're done recording, I'm gonna just start spamming people's email.
Everyone you know.
I had to change my country to United States instead of Virgin Islands, US. It's weird that it's a choice.
Yeah,
It's a
that is
choice,
weird.
but you can't choose it.
Right. That's the weird part.
We've got all 5 of us in,
Crazy.
and we have 40 points.
Nice.
Boom.
Nice.
Except we got 6 points for Sarah, Mary, and Tracy, and only 5 for Jess. I don't know why.
Maybe it's because I haven't confirmed my
Verified.
email or something.
Gotcha.
I'll
That's hilarious.
do that now.
All right.
It does say that that'll expire in 24 hours, so maybe it'll kick me off the team if I don't do it.
Don't get
Don't
kicked
do that.
off.
Don't get kicked off, Jess.
It's because I hate the earth. Just kidding.
Whoa.
Wow.
So
Who's here in Jess's place? That's not her at all. I don't know what's happening.
I just don't like the web me what to do.
So this comes out what day?
May 8th.
The episode is recorded.
We're
It'll come out on the 31st. So sign up the day you're listening to it.
Oh, this
And-
episode.
yep.
Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry, April 1st, the challenge starts, goes until the 30th, and then tune in on May 12th. And we're going to be talking about this episode. And if you do participate with us and you want to be on the show with us, let us know. We record Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that recording would take place on May 8th. You are welcome to join us and have a little chit chat.
Be fun. I hope somebody takes us up on that.
I know.
GT chat chat.
Boop, boop.
All
Mary, you want to
right.
tell us the next one?
Yeah, for our next challenge, we have some community board flyers that LC created. You know, when you're out and about and you're like at a grocery store or a restaurant or at like my hair salon, they have on these community boards where people just like post things up like, hey, I will walk your dog, or hey, we're putting on a play tonight, or hey, we're Siren Soapbox.
Hey, yeah.
And we've got some challenges for you. So at the bottom of each of these flyers, everybody's going to get 20. And at the bottom, they're like, you know, they have the little things that you cut so people can just like rip one off and take it with them. And there are different challenges, right? Pool tabs
Yeah.
with challenges for people to take home and then a way for them to explore. And I am sure that our website is on them so they can get in touch with us if they do one of them. And we would invite anyone who participates to be on a show with us to talk about it.
Yeah, at the bottom, I think there's like 15 pull tabs, and there are 15 different challenges. I'm not going to say what they are on the episode now. You'll have to find one out in the wild.
So each
The
siren's-
scavenger hunt.
That's right. So each siren is going to get 20 of these to hang up in different locations, but you can't hang 2 in a different spot on the board. That doesn't count. They have to be in 2 physical different, or no, they have to be in 20 different physical locations.
So this might be a little bit more difficult for our island friends
Yeah.
They might
'cause
have to
there's
get
only 20
creative
places on the island.
with telephone poles and stuff. I've seen flyers on poles.
Oh, that's true.
But they're replacing them all with those other poles, you know. It'll be a challenge.
What kind
Yeah.
of poles, Tracy?
For sure.
That's what she said. So, of course, we're going to add a Siren Soapbox twist, as if that wasn't enough challenge for you. What we want to see happen, though, is you, Sirens, have to pick at least one other person's flyer and use their service or see their play or whatever.
Or watch their cats. I don't know.
Or watch their cats. I mean,
You're gonna
how can we
visit
know?
20 different spots. There'll be an array of things.
So, does that sound like fun to everyone, or is this a Magno?
Sounds like fun.
I think it sounds like a ton of fun too.
Yeah.
Listeners can explore with the sign their local community boards and support a local store or service near them.
Boom.
So we are going to record that, it looks like, on June 26th. So we've got some time, but it might take you some time to figure out where you want to put these things and hire someone from a community board. So I think LC is going to get with Sarah and I, since we're local to Cincinnati, and give us our flyers. And Tracy and Jess, you guys already have yours, right?
Mhm.
Very exciting.
To get cutting.
Yes. I'm not going to cut for everybody.
No. Plus, it would have
It's
made
probably
it too
better. It would have
messy.
just gotten all torn up in my book bag. So
Exactly.
That's true.
All right. Well, our next show topic is living journals. I don't know if all of you do any journaling anymore, but journals are a great way to keep your thoughts and memories together. But have you ever considered creating a living journal? Does anybody even know what that is? I'm just learning about it.
I mean, there has been a group chat made about it.
It's true. On TikTok, there's a creator that goes by Ariel Journals, and she compiles receipts, tickets, paper mementos throughout her week. And then on Sundays, she makes a journal page. So she uses both the left and the right hand side of an open book. And she scrapbooks it with the things that she collected from the previous week. And then she creates a to-do list for the week ahead. And we're going to have Ariel on the show for this episode. So for inspiration, you can get the link to Ariel's TikTok in the show notes. Sirens, creating a living journal, yes or Magno?
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, I am so excited about it. So
Your favorite episode ever, Ron.
it's already my favorite episode ever. All right. So a few weeks ago, my friends and I had a pickle party. We ate everything pickles. Like, open up TikTok and search pickle recipes. We ate it this night.
Hmm.
I was dehydrated for like a week afterwards. It was insane. But I saved like the receipts from Trader Joe's and some of the labels from the pickle jars and things like that, because I thought that was going to be my first week of the journal. And then I didn't make the journal.
Aw.
I guess it's not too late though.
No, you can still use it. Why not?
Why not? I think
You
this
are
one's
the
gonna be fun.
creator of your own journal.
Dang right I am.
You make the rules.
Remember when I used to say fuck all the time, and now I'm like, dang right.
Except for right then when you gave us an example.
I had to say it to you to give the example.
Oh, okay.
All right, so we'll start. Actually, I think Siren Soapbox is already following Ariel on TikTok, but you guys should go ahead and follow her as well for some inspiration. We're going to record on July 24th. So we're this is a stretch project, something that you can, work on here and there between now and then, and hopefully create a nice little memory book before we record that episode.
Yeah.
So that's recording on July 24th and then releasing on July 28th.
Are you doing Duolingo, Sarah?
No, I was just looking at a aerial journal TikTok and
Oh,
guess it wanted to talk.
Yeah,
I'm on it already.
nice. Oh, Murray, you have to apologize to Brian for me because we're in another quest together and he always carries the weight of our Duolingo group.
Oh, I have advanced to the Obsidian League, by the way, and
I don't even know
I'm
what that
there.
is.
Oh, it's very high.
Whoa.
It's one away from the highest league, which I think is the Diamond League. And last week I finished like 8th, and they only advanced the top 5 in the Obsidian League. So my goal this week is to get advanced to the Diamond League.
Damn.
How many of you have
Good luck.
seen Obsidian?
I think I
Is
have
it
it in a
black?
museum.
I've never seen it.
What is it?
Oh, it's a precious gem, I suppose.
It's a black rock.
It's a black rock.
Oh, yeah, I can picture it now. Right.
It's shiny.
All I know
Shine
is
bright like
it's-
obsidian.
Mhm. Now I can picture it.
All I know is that it's the second highest level in Duolingo, and I'm pretty proud to be there. Sarah, where
I'm
are you
so
at?
on
You're pretty
fire.
high.
I'm in
Well,
the Diamond
Rainbow
League.
Obsidian.
Ooh, is that pretty?
Mm-hmm. Google Rainbow Obsidian. It's really pretty.
Ooh.
Pretty.
I'm 18th in the Diamond League.
Nice. Do you get demoted in the Diamond League?
Yes.
Mm.
You have to stay in the top 25 or you get demoted.
Oh, okay.
They have, competitions within the Diamond League or something.
Yeah, that's what Brian was telling me.
Are we good on living journals?
Oh, Rainbow Obsidian is beautiful.
I know. If that was a league, I might start playing again.
I'll kick Jack off the family plan for you, TC.
I love that you said start playing again, because I always say to Mark, oh, I have to play Italian.
Oh, goodness.
Dina was just talking the other night about how like it would be time to go to bed, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, I haven't done Duolingo. I gotta do Duolingo for 5 minutes, and I'd be laying in bed, dead tired, and he's dead tired. And the Duolingo is talking to me in Spanish, and I just look over like he doesn't miss those days.
Mark
Aw.
doesn't mind it, I don't think. He says he doesn't. I have to take that for what it's worth, right?
Yep.
So
Yeah. All right. Next show, we've got a crochet along. You guys remember our friend Aranza? I'm saying that right?
yeah, Aranza from the card,
Artist trading cards.
artist
trading
trading
cards.
cards. That's right.
Yeah. She found Siren Murr's Siren Soapbox rock and then challenged us to do the artist trading cards. So that episode, number 55, is in our show link or show notes. So you can listen along and find out how our first conversation with her went. She's at it again. She's challenged us to a CAL, C-A-L. This stands for Crochet Along. According to yarnplaza.com, think of it like a sing-along, but with yarn. In practice, during a CAL, you and lots of other crochet fans work alongside each other on the same project at the same time. One of the most popular projects is to make a blanket. There are even mystery CALs where the end result of what you're making is a surprise. With a CAL, the pattern of your crochet project is published in installments. You have a general idea of what the finished blanket will look like, but the pattern each week will be a surprise. Your project will grow a little bit more each week as it goes by. And by the way, it's usually possible to join a CAL partway through or even after the official CAL is over. In both cases, you simply crochet the project at your own pace. So is this a yes or a Mang no?
I mean, I am going to say yes because it's challenging to me, but it's real challenging.
All right. Who's next in our usual order, Sarah?
This
Hints-
is the mystery, and it's really, I mean, she's this woman that puts this together, Kelsey, I think, is it
Yes.
Kelsey?
Yep.
Yes.
I cannot believe the work that went into this. You know, you've got the story that she came up with, there are different plot lines, and then she takes pictures, you know, you can print the pattern with pictures to show you exactly what you're supposed to do. And I mean, this is crazy involved. And this was what, $12 to join? I mean, you buy your yarn, but you get your finished product. $12 that she got. And then look at, you're supposed to end up with something like that.
Spoiler
She's
alert.
crazy.
I know. I
That's
know.
okay, they can't
Well, for our listeners though, she does tell you that you'll depending on the yarn weight that you'll end up with like a wall hanging or a lap blanket or like a small throw blanket. So she does tell you like what it is you'll end up with, but yeah, you don't know what it looks like until you complete. Is it all 8 weeks?
That was 12, 9?
Maybe it's 12.
9.
Maybe it's 9. No, 9 weeks.
Somewhere
So
between 8 and 12.
Yeah. I have tried to crochet many times over my life. I've like tried to pick it up and I've never gotten any further than one chain. So we'll see how this goes. It felt overwhelming to buy a whole bunch of yarn. So I just went out and bought one skein. I think that's what it's called. Since I don't really know what I'm doing, and I'm going to try to get through just that one ball of yarn to start.
That's smart. I know
See how it
we
goes.
talked about this a couple weeks ago and we had some concerns. Do you guys want to talk about that now?
Sure.
I am unfortunately going to have to Mang no out.
Why?
I do not have the money to buy the pattern and a bunch of yarn. Yarn for good quality yarn is very expensive.
I think the yarn here is as well. I think we have one store where I think you can get good quality yarn. My concern is just buying all of the materials and the crochet hooks and all of those things. And I don't think it's something that I'm going to continue doing, because there are so many other things that I do. I'm not really looking for a new hobby, especially one that's done. I mean, I'm sure you can crochet along while people are hanging out, but I don't see myself doing that. And yeah, I don't know. It's
love
not, it's not.
knitting, and crocheting is fun. And I love the idea of having a blanket. It's just, I mean, you can see I love knitting. This is my lunch project. But I just can't, this is all scrap yarn that I have right now. I just can't afford to buy a good quality yarn. I have used cheap yarn before and it is the most infuriating thing on the planet.
Yeah, and I don't want to put a bunch of time into something like that with and not have it be really good when I'm done also. I don't know.
I wish we recorded the conversation we had when we first talked about this, because we had all these great ideas about how to break it down into little manageable chunks. And we talked
Mhm.
about, I forget whose idea it was. I can't remember if it's TC or Mur, comparing it to getting your instructor level versus doing a Discover Scuba, and just getting your feet wet and seeing if you even like it, because how do you know that you're even interested in something until you can't be positive until you give it a try and get a little taste of that before just saying no. So I think we talked about buying the book. I don't know if we can share it. I don't know if that's something that she's okay with or not. And like Mur said, doing the one.
Yeah, but I'd be willing to ask her.
Yeah.
It's a lot of time commitment. That's where I'm coming from. It's a lot of time commitment. And time is just one of those things that you can't get back. And I don't know, right now I'm stretched really thin. And so for me, when I look at like return on investment, and by investment, I mean investment of my time, I don't know. It
And I think
ranks low.
when we signed up for this was the only project she had available. She's had others in the past that were considerably smaller and less time consuming, but I think Sarah has a good option in her hand.
Well, I thought I could at least see if I can even do it, because I've never held a crochet needle or hook rather in my hand. So I went ahead and got one of these to just at least try that. I know that
And one
this
of
is
these, just, what is that?
a wooble. It's a
The
wooble,
woobles.
and you end up making a little animal, and they send you
It's a
everything.
little crochet kit.
They send you everything that you need to get it started, with it already started for you. So and then, full, all the instructions and everything. And I thought that for me to participate in this, I feel like how I would end up having to participate, because honestly, looking at all of the directions on this, it's amazing the work that she's put into this, but it is complicated. I mean, you have to know the terminology even to just read the pattern. And so there's a huge learning curve with this, I think. So I guess for me, it comes down to, are we going to disappoint? We're not having the author or the creator of the cow on, are we?
Yeah.
Because if we're having her
Yeah, we
and
are.
on, I just want to make sure that we aren't going to disappoint them or offend by not having fulfilled or the creation, because I can 100% guarantee I will not create this. If I started it and tried to do it, I mean, I could eventually finish it, but it's one of those things, this could take a year for me, honestly, to learn how to do it, to do each bit, tear it apart, start it again, and all of that. I certainly will not have any of it done by August. I'm hoping that I'll get this little foxy fox done by August. So I just think that it comes down to, do we feel like we will offend them if we haven't created the project by the time we record?
Yeah, that's a good question. We can certainly talk to the creator about that. I will say that I agree with you, Sarah, this is not a beginner project. It's just not. I mean, my mom crocheted for years and she never made anything as intricate as what we're about to embark on. But I do want to try it. I just don't know that I kind of agree. I don't know that we'll get it completed. I was looking at some of these posts in the group, and it was taking between like 5 and 8 hours to do some of these per week. So that's, each chapter was taking between 5 to 8 hours. And these are people that are experienced at crocheting. So I want to try it though.
When I reached out to her, because some of us had missed the deadline to sign up, and I asked her about that, and she said, "Oh, you don't have to be part of the Facebook group. but there is that if you want that support, but you can still buy the $12 story and pattern and everything. Cause I mean, there's a whole, I haven't read any of it because I didn't want any spoilers, but I'm assuming there's a good story along with everything too. But it's go at your own pace, whatever that is. And I don't think it's going to offend
Yeah.
her. And we could still appreciate all the work and time that she has put into this and the community that she has built for herself and for everybody else. And we'd still ask her lots of questions and be curious about it. And, we're just never going to know if we don't try.
I mean, I'm happy to try it with just the understanding going into it that I will not. I'll be lucky if I make my fox and get started on learning how to do this pattern. And that's without even getting any yarn to try it. I mean, it's complicated.
I don't think any single one of our challenges we've ever expected us to be perfect or to ace it, just to be present. And we could go into it with the open mind that we are beginners, and it's a chance for us to talk with Aranza again and see how she's doing. And I'm sure she created something beautiful, and maybe we'll learn some cool tips from Kelsey.
And I think it's perfectly reasonable to talk about the reasons why you didn't participate.
Yeah, and that's the same reasons why other people would be too. And maybe they'll learn something from you or approach it in a different way, or know that, hey, it is okay to take a year to do this because other people went at their own pace too.
I envision selling it after I create it. Maybe we'll auction it off for the Siren Soapbox 5-year. Yeah, for the Siren Soapbox 5-year anniversary episode, because it may take me that long to make it. And donate all the proceeds to like the Karen Beasley Sea Turtle Hospital or something.
Nice.
So I think we're mixed bag on this one, but it'll still be, I agree with you, Elsie. I think it'll still be a good conversation. And if Aranza comes on and she's been able to finish it, then that'll be great. We'll at least have one person on here who's been able to complete the project. Or we could reach out to somebody in the Facebook group who has completed it and ask them if they want to join. So we have some options.
Good options.
All right. So when do we record that? August 7th?
Yeah.
And we will put a link to the cow in the description of this episode in case you want to join.
That's a Tuesday, right? Not a Monday?
It's the Monday, I think.
No, it's a Monday.
Maybe
August 7th is a Monday.
Oh. I was looking at the 8th. The 8th, by the way, is a Tuesday.
Did you like flip ahead a year because you know it's going to take you all that time to finish it? Is that what you did?
That's what happened.
Wow.
She's like, so we're doing this August 7th next year, right?
I believe I even put that in our tab.
All right. So the last episode that we have to talk about tonight comes from longtime listener, first time challenger, Bill Cole. He is also known as Siren Sarah's Hunka Hunka Burnin' Man and Siren TC's brother. Sarah first mentioned this challenge during our 100th episode, and I sent Bill a message today and asked him if he could just clarify it for us. And he said, just give me a call. So we talked on the phone, and he said something along the lines of, but I will get all the details right. I just won't get all the Bill words right. So, all right. He said that he wants to see us grab like little saplings, or seedlings rather, not saplings, seedlings. So that, like little plants that have already sprouted, and find a place where they have like planters on the street. So I'm picturing like my walk into work in downtown Cincinnati. There are plenty of public planters out on the street. He said, just take a little trowel or a spade, I'll probably just use my fingers and make a little hole, pop that seedling in, put some dirt over it, walk away. And he said, preferably you'd want to find a planter that has automatic watering. So good luck, girls, checking out the automatic watering systems of the planters in your in your neck of the woods. But anyway, he said he was picturing like something that produces food, so like a tomato plant or a pepper plant. Although, do some research. Some plants get giant, like a zucchini takes over the world. So just do some research before you start planting things, and just keep an eye on it. Let us know if it produces any food. Were you able to eat any of the food from it? Did it get taken away? Just, sort of keep an eye on it, and we'll report back at the end of the summer and see how it went. And he didn't have a limit on, or a minimum or a maximum on the number of plants that you plant. So as many as you want.
I could just picture us, awkwardly walking over and planting this thing, and then awkwardly walking by every 3 days and tossing a cup of water over it just to make sure it's growing. And then stopping by and picking the fruit off, picking the tomatoes off it. And wonder how many funny looks you're going to get from people, in the bakery as you're digging around in their planter. Probably going to get on some kind of watch list doing this, you realize.
Probably. So I walk past, like I said, I walk past planters every day, and I think it'll be fun to just see what happens. There are some window boxes in downtown Cincinnati. My friends Brett and Sean own a company. It's called Wow Window Boxes, and they do a lot of the plants outside of restaurants and businesses in downtown Cincinnati. And I know that Sean has built an irrigation system for those planters. So something to consider. Sneak a tomato plant, one of their, oh, he would be so pissed. But it's fine, because I don't know if he listens to the show. You won't know who it is.
And this is going to be a real challenge. I'm trying to think of where we have public planters. I mean, I don't walk by any planters. We definitely don't, I shouldn't say definitely. I can't imagine that anybody has an irrigation system for planters or plants in a public place. So it'll be, I'm excited to try this out. I also have to think about what I'm going to plant.
Yeah, in your case, I would modify it maybe to, if there aren't public planters, then just a place that you frequent. Plant a plant somewhere, someplace that you go often.
There's got to be somewhere at Ziggy's that you could put it.
Mm-hmm.
A what?
Somewhere around Ziggy's.
Oh, so I'll have to, there are public places where I can plant something. Definitely nothing with irrigation. We're in our dry season right now. So when are we recording this one? I'll have to think about when I plant it, because there's nowhere that I go probably even once a week. So whatever I plant, if I plant it right now, it's likely to die in a planter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I just have to think about it. It's just a challenge.
Yeah.
Can you use nature's irrigation?
That's exactly
I
what it's
don't know
called.
if you guys can see out my window, but it is not a sunny day here in Hawaii. And that trash can is there because it was raining in my office earlier. So, fun. I could plant it right there in that trash can.
I work on Fountain Square. I wonder if the problem is I don't want to deface Fountain Square and lose my job. I don't know if they consider planting a tomato plant in the landscaping to be defacing public property, but we'll find out.
I'm trying to think of the easiest thing to plant. I could plant some kind of cactus, but a lot of people don't want that. Where are you planting something, Elsie?
I don't
Have you
know
thought
yet.
about it?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. When you work from home mostly, this will be an interesting challenge to see what I can come up with. I'll definitely have to think creatively on this one.
Yeah, it would this just makes me feel like I don't know, like there's an opportunity to do something bigger, like community gardens, and help provide food to people who, they just go in and pick the food, like whatever. It's just free to people. I don't know.
It's interesting to me because this is one of those challenges that I think highlights regional differences.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So if you live in a town or a city, then this might be a little more sneaky fun because but if you don't live in a town or a city, it's a little different. I mean, it's always fun to plant a plant and watch it grow. But if you don't live somewhere where it's like in a kind of a more of a public place,
Yeah.
yeah.
When do we want to
it'll be fun.
record?
Why don't we go for like August, after the crochet one?
Well, we'll probably have to have a pre-dive on the 28th, so we're looking at September 4th is the earliest.
Which is Labor Day.
September 11th.
Let's do September 11th. And we may end up recording
9/11.
on Labor Day. Who knows? All right. How's everybody feeling about all the stuff we got coming up?
It's a
A
lot.
lot of fun stuff.
All right. Well, thanks for listening today. And Sirens, thank you for all of your great feedback on all of this fun stuff we have coming up. And you, fellow explorers, should get in touch with us by heading to our website, www.sirensoapbox.com. Click on Contact the Sirens, I think. Is it Contact Us? You'll find it. It makes sense. It's one of the menu buttons. And that's where you can submit a challenge to us. And if we choose your challenge for one of our episodes, we'll invite you to join us on that episode. You can also find other ways to support us, like joining our Patreon. We have some really cool stuff going on there. And you can send us a coffee if you'd like, a virtual coffee, of course. It takes a lot of caffeine to keep this train running. And as always, we just appreciate you listening to us each week. So thank you very much for that. And until next time, dive in, stay curious, and be happy. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Siren Soapbox, and a special thank you to C Strings for providing our music. Snag their latest EP from iTunes today. Follow the Sirens on all the social medias, and don't forget to tell your friends about us. Like and subscribe wherever you listen to your podcasts. We'll catch you next time on another episode of Siren Soapbox.